everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another pregnancy update. So for the ones that are new for my channel, I'm Leslie and I make videos, well, mostly now about pregnancy and all that kind of thing because I'm expecting. But yeah, I used to make beauty videos, and sometimes I make beauty videos, but not as much as I used to. I'm more like into more the mommy thing now. But yeah guys, okay, so welcome to my channel if you're new, and if you're a subscriber already, thanks for sticking around. So okay guys, so today is my 33-week update, and give me just 1 second. I have the Obia app right here, and it says Rainbow Baby is now the size of a ferret. The name means little teeth. Has Rainbow Baby been stealing all of your food lately? It says, look at that, there's a ferret on there, so cute. And okay, now let me read some little bit of information about the changes. Okay, so it says Rainbow Baby is almost at birth height and keeps putting on fat. His bones are hardening so he can support himself once he can rely entirely on you. Like Rainbow Baby, you've almost reached the point where you don't get much bigger. that's what the app says, but I feel I'm gonna keep getting a little bit bigger. This may come as a relief, as your added dimensions may be making some of your normal activities harder. Yes, like walking. And then it says, how is Rainbow Baby? Rainbow Baby is getting huge. He is between 17 and 19 inches long. Wow. The size of a cauliflower blossom, and could weigh between 4 and 6 pounds. That's crazy to think. At this point in pregnancy though, there is a large variation between baby sizes, and it's harder to give an estimate for how big Rainbow Baby is getting. Yeah, I don't know, like today I was thinking, I was, you know, trying to once I finish recording this video and then another one that I have to record, and once I edit this video and put it up, I'm gonna be doing some online shopping today, and I was thinking like about the diapers, and I was like, how many newborn diapers I'm gonna need. I don't want to get a lot of newborn size diapers because I have a feeling this baby's gonna be on the big side. I don't know why, even though when I had my last ultrasound a couple weeks ago, he was measuring just average, I mean not too big or anything, but I don't know. I don't think I wanna, you know, stock up on like a lot of newborn diapers. I have a feeling, I don't know why, that he's gonna use newborn for a few days or something, but he's gonna use size 1 most of anything. So anyways, okay guys, and let me see if there's something else. It says he's going to keep putting on that ½ pound a week until a couple of weeks before he's born. Though, and as long as your healthcare provider says he's on track, it's safe to assume that Rainbow Baby is doing fine. Okay, it says he's beginning to keep his eyes open while he's awake, so he can see all of the lovely sides of the uterus. I don't know how lovely that must be, but Counting Kick is as important as ever, and can do a great deal to monitor his health. It's a good idea to take some time aside every day to count the kicks. Yeah, that's something I want to start doing. I mean, I do feel him move every day, and he has these moments at some point of the day that he gets super active and moves around and kicks and all that. But you know, I don't think it's gonna hurt to like start counting kicks, you know, for they say for like a couple hours. I think if you feel 10 movements, like, you know, it can be kicks or flutters or whatever, then you're good. And I think they say if you don't hear 10 movements, maybe get something sweet, you know, something sweet to drink or eat, whatever, and lay down again, and, you know, try to wake him up and see how much movement he has. So anyways, okay guys, so let's go to the symptoms. Nothing, I don't think nothing new. There's nothing new to report this week. basically my symptoms are all the same. Again, you know, back pain, sciatica nerve pain sometimes, my feet hurt, I walk kind of slower now. We just went for a walk with my husband like before filming this video, and I had to take it slow. I feel, one thing that maybe is new is I feel like out of breath quicker than what I used to, you know, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. So that may be new. I still gotta be, sometimes I get cramps on my calves, like, you know, when I get out of bed and stuff like that. But again, you know, nothing really, no big changes or anything like that. He keeps moving like crazy. And yeah, so this update is gonna be more about actually the hospital tour and the first birth class than symptoms, because like I said, I don't have big changes to let you guys know about. Then Wednesday I had an appointment with my doctor, with my OB. Very quick appointment. Everything went great, routine, you know, she checked my blood pressure, they weighed me, she listened to the heartbeat of the baby, she measured my belly, and that was about it, really. She asked me if I had any questions, and I really didn't have many questions this time. I asked her when I'm gonna have the, I think it's called the B-strep test, I think it's called, strep B or B-strep, I don't know, sorry guys. But yeah, and she said that's gonna be on week 35. So it's not gonna be on this next appointment. Again, I thought she was gonna make me go 2 weeks later, but I guess maybe now I'm starting already with the weekly appointments, because they gave me an appointment for, no, next week, for Thursday. So yeah, but you know, it's gonna be another quick appointment, and then the appointment after that is when I'm gonna have to get the B-strep test, whatever, swab done. And again, you know, that's to see if you're positive. If you're positive, I mean, it's not, supposedly it's not such a big deal or anything, but they need to know so they can give you antibiotics when you get to the hospital, you know, when you're in labor and stuff. So they put antibiotics, and you know, they can control that and make sure the baby doesn't get that sickness. I don't know really how to call it, but from what I heard is like, sometimes people, I mean, don't even know they have it. It doesn't affect us, but it can affect the baby. So so you know, they just want to know if you're positive or not. And that's gonna be on week 35. And then what else? Okay, so that was Wednesday, and then Thursday we had the hospital tour. Now I had the plan to film around tour, but guys, like, it was a huge group of people. Like, number one, I am not used to vlog in public yet. I am not. I know I've been doing this for a while. I'm not an expert when it comes to vlogging. I mean, if you follow my vlogs, you'll see sometimes like my angle is pretty bad when I'm filming. But apart from that, when it comes to vlogging on public, especially at places, I don't know, like a hospital, I don't know if it was because I knew from checking the website that they don't allow you to film the actual birth, like, you know, when you're like, when the baby's being born, they don't let you take pictures, not even pictures, or film. So I think it was because of that. I was just scared to get my phone out, because yeah, by the way, I vlog with my phone. I should invest in a good camera, and of course I'm not gonna bring my DSLR, like, carry around with me everywhere. That would be too crazy. So anyway, so guys, I apologize, but I didn't feel like filming. I was gonna be the only, we were like, I don't know, like 50 people or more. It was crazy. We were a lot of people that day. So the tour was amazing. It was really cool. It lasted like 45 minutes, about 45 minutes. And you could ask questions, you know, all through the tour. That was great. And we got to see, you know, how the rooms are. Now, I used to think like most hospitals, they have like a labor room, and then after that they let you go, they take you to the room where you're gonna be staying. But in this hospital, I think you give birth in a room, which is a very nice room, big, with a bathroom, with everything, with a sofa, with a pull-out couch. and that's the same place where the baby's born. That's where you're gonna stay for those like 48 hours after the baby's born. If it's a, you know, vaginal birth, and if it's a C-section, you gotta stay for 72 hours after the baby's born, after the surgery, right? So yeah, so it was very exciting, guys, to see, you know, the bed there, like on this side, and then they had one of those warmers. That's where they put the baby, you know, to kind of clean it and, you know, measure it and measure the baby and make sure he's okay and everything, and, you know, maybe wrap him in a blanket or something and give it to you, put it on your chest. So when I saw one of those, I'm like, because I always see that on the birth vlogs, I never seen one of those like in person. I never seen one of those. So it was very exciting. I look at that warmer thing and I was like, I can't believe my baby is gonna be in one of those very soon. Like, it's surreal. It's crazy to think about that. Super exciting. So yeah, so the room was nice. Of course, you know, once I get to film there, once I'm staying there when the baby's born and all that, I'm gonna show you guys everything. I'm gonna make a room tour or something. But yeah, it was very nice. And you know, then we walked through the hallways and she was giving us information, and she showed us a place where they give you the anesthesia, the epidural and all that. We got to be close to the operating room, but of course we weren't able to come into the operating room. But we saw where it was, and then she showed us where the recovery room was. In case you have a C-section, you know, you have the surgery there, and then they take you to a recovery room for a couple hours just to make sure you're fine, and then you go to your room. So yeah, so it was very exciting, and we got to ask questions. I asked them about the delayed cord clamping, because that's something that I heard about, and that's something that I want to do. And yes, they do that. They do it, so that's great. If you don't know much about what delayed cord clamping is, it's basically, it used to be that, you know, the baby was born and they would cut the cord right away, and now they discover that there's a lot of blood and oxygen and stuff, like, you know, coming from the placenta, like all through the cord to the baby. And so they wait about between a minute or two to cut the cord, or, you know, till it stops pulsating. When it stops pulsating, they usually cut it, because they realize there's, like I said, a lot of oxygen and good blood for the baby that the baby can still get, you know, and if you cut the cord right away, he's not gonna get that. So it's good for the baby. So that's one thing. And then they also said they are baby friendly, which means, you know, once the baby is born, if everything is okay with the baby and everything, the mom is fine, they let you do skin to skin for a while, for a long time. So that's great, because that's another thing that I wanted. Even if you have a C-section, they still let you do skin to skin. Like, they still let you have your baby like here close to you, which I think is great, because sometimes I see, you know, some places they do C-section and, you know, it's kind of different. Like, the mom doesn't get to be with the baby till she's either in the recovery room, I guess, or in the final room. I don't know. But yeah, that's good to know. I mean, I hope I don't have to have a C-section, but it's good to know that they do that. Then they told me that the baby's in the room, as long, of course, as you know, everything is fine with the baby. The baby's in the room almost the whole time, unless you request them to take the baby to the nursery. Say you wanna take a nap, you're really exhausted, and you want them to take the baby for a couple hours, you can do that. But if you don't request that, the baby's with you the whole time. Even when they do the blood work, they do it right there in the room in front of you. So, you know, so they do everything there. And they wait till next day to bathe him or her. Because, again, they said, you know, all that, I think it's called Vernix caseosa or something. You know, that kind of like mucus that the babies have when they're born. Yeah, they look so pretty, but that's supposed to protect their skin. I don't know. And they say that it's good to wait till next day. And you know, every hospital is different. I mean, I've seen many birth blogs that they give them a bath, like a sponge bath, right after they're born. But you know, of course, they clean them up, you know, they make sure that they're pretty clean, you know, for you, right, you know, after they're born. But they wait till next day for them to give them a bath. And yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, if you want them to give them a bath right away, they can do that upon request. So they're pretty flexible. So yeah, that's good. And I don't know what else. Again, like I said, I saw this information on the website, but I wanted to ask them in person because I said, well, you know, maybe actually I can film, maybe I can take pictures. And I want to make sure, you know, I know how that's gonna be. So one of my questions, another of my questions was, what were the policies of the hospital about filming and taking pictures during the birth? And a nurse said, unfortunately, we don't allow you to take either pictures or video. She said it was for liability reasons. I really don't know. I wonder what happened. I mean, I wonder if somebody one time was filming a birth or something with a camera, with a big camera, and the father dropped the camera or something and heard the baby. I don't know what happened because, I don't know. I find it kind of weird. But yeah, she said, once the baby's born and once I'm like, you know, stabilized, or, well, you know what I mean, like once I'm okay, and the baby's fine, everything is fine, then yes, we can start taking pictures and filming and all that. Then she also told me, if there's a nurse, if there's gonna be a nurse on the background or something of a video, whatever, or picture even, to ask them in advance if they are okay with being on the video or the picture, because she said some people don't mind it, but some people don't like it at all. So you always gotta ask. I said, all right, okay. So yeah, so that's another thing. It's a bummer, I gotta say, it's a bummer. Unfortunately, I was expecting her to say that because, again, that information was on the website. I mean, it didn't say like you're not allowed to film the birth. It didn't say that, but it said about filming and still pictures, and it said after the birth, like, your nurse will let you know when you can start taking pictures or filming. So so this was like a confirmation, you know, the other night when she told me that. And yeah, it was kind of sad because I wanted to have at least pictures. I wanted to have a picture of, you know, when the baby was born. Like, I wanted to have some pictures. But unfortunately, guys, so my birth vlog is not gonna be as, I don't know if say fun, but I mean, I wanted to show more and capture more, and I'm not gonna be able to. So I'm gonna, like I said, my husband and I were gonna have to capture all those memories right here, in our hearts and minds, because yeah, we're not allowed to film. Again, I wish I would make the rules. That's their policy, and you know, you have to respect the policy. So yeah, so again, well, so she gave us information, you know, about the hospital and all that. And then we had the birth class. I don't want, this video must be like super long already. I don't want to mention, but and then we had the first birth class, which was a lot of fun. They separated us in groups of like moms and dads, and they made us list like the five top fears about labor and delivery, I guess. And the top five things that would make us excited about it, you know, like excitements or something. And it was very cool to see that, you know, all the moms had, most of us have the same fears and things that would excite us, and the parents, the fathers have the same, also kind of similar, you know, concerns and all that. And it's like for the mom was more about, like I said, their body, you know, what's gonna happen in labor, like the pain and all that, and the baby, of course. And for the fathers were more like to be a good parent, you know, to make sure like my wife is fine, to make sure the baby's fine. I don't know, they were kind of different, but it was really cool. It was 2 hours long, and we didn't make it on time to do some floor exercises, some like relaxation techniques and stuff. So we're gonna be doing that on the next class. We still have 3 more classes to go 2 hours each, so I want to believe we're gonna be able to cover the whole thing. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to, we were like 7 couples all together, and it was really, really cool. And we talk about, they talk about, you know, the stages of labor, like, you know, early labor, active labor, and transition, and the birth, and all that. We watched some videos and stuff. And yeah, it was very, very cool. So I'm not sure what we're going to talk about in the next class, but I know we're going to be, at some point we're going to be talking about vaginal birth, which actually I think we talked about that basically on the last class. Then C-section, induction, probably I guess like postpartum care, I don't know. But, and you know, again, relaxation techniques, which is pretty important to manage the pain management. So yeah, so okay guys, so sorry if this video is super long, I apologize. But yeah, now it's time to measure my belly. Okay, and here's my 33 weeks and a few days belly from the front and from the side. Yep, I do feel getting bigger. It says I'm not gonna get more bigger than this. I think I'm gonna still get bigger. We still have a few weeks to go, so let's see. Yeah, it's like 36.5 inches, and I think it was 36 inches last week. So there you got it. 36.5. Alright guys, so that was it for my video. I apologize again for making such a long video, but I had a few things to tell you about, you know, not so much about symptoms, but about the hospital tour and the first class. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below, and I'll be glad to get back to you, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.